Hotep was going down. Your boy, Don P, D Marvelous, Marvelous D, Prosperous D, Playboy D, all that. Deezy, Deezers with Supreme Confidence. You're listening to today's episode, Confidence in the Clutch podcast on the Confidence in the Clutch network. Whether it's a game of basketball or a game of life, you got to have confidence in the clutch. Practice makes confidence. Pressure makes diamonds. Stay sucker free. Keep it a buck like Milwaukee. I am the IP. Stay woke or get out. Gold ball or bust. You can't fit in when you're standing out. Colorism is dead. Black is black. Every disagreement is not a fight. Get your confidence together. Get your clutch together. Support your own. Listen to the network on various platforms. ConfidenceInTheClutch.podbean.com, Apple, Google, Spotify, YouTube. Search Confidence in the Clutch. Subscribe, share, rate, and review. It's important. Visit us on Facebook at Confidence in the Clutch. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram at KITK. Coming up today, we're going to talk about being careful out here in these streets. NBA trades, NBA draft, my first 5 picks, who I think where they're going. NFL Power Rankings, Week 3, Confidence in the Clutch rankings, like always. Bringing you quality content with strong opinions and facts. Confidence in the Clutch, we are fear more than love, but never hated, y'all. You know what it is. Confidence starts right now. 3, 2, 1. Confidence on 3, in the clutch on 6. 1, 2, 3.
Confidence.
4, 5, 6.
In the clutch.
Confidence in the Clutch. Still waiting for Kels to come and redo that joint. All right, y'all. Listen. We're recording this Wednesday, November 18th, 1:45 in the afternoon. I need everybody to be careful out here. You know what I mean? Shit is getting crazy. Because the year, all the trauma that we have been through, we have the COVID-19. We have the loss of our loved ones and family members. We have loss of entertainers and you know, basketball players, our athletes. We've lost a lot, but just be careful out here because there are a lot of hungry people out here that's out here trying to survive. Some of them do it for the sport, and they don't give a fuck about you. You know what I'm saying? They do not give a fuck about you. Think about it, COVID-19, right? And the mental health aspect of that. Think about holidays time, right? This is when most suicides and the most robberies happen. Home invasions. People trying to get it so that they can do for their children. Man, just looking at the rappers we lost in the past 2 weeks. King Von down in Atlanta. Mo3 down in Dallas. Like, man, come out of female house and they sitting waiting on you. You know what I mean? They waiting on you, man. They waiting on you, and you get on the highway, get out the car and run. They chase them down, shoot them in the back of the head. That's ridiculous, man. Rise in power to them 2 brothers. You know what I mean? That didn't make it. You look at Benny the Butcher, one of my favorites right now in Houston. He at Walmart. 5 people rolled up on him in his crew. Like, yo, run them Jews. You know what I'm saying? Reporter catch taking too long. It's let off 2 and 1 hit Benny in the leg. Shout out to Boosie. You know what I mean? Who was down in Dallas recognizing the death of Mo3. You know what I mean? And then he got shot. I don't know if they thought he was down there to handle some business for Mo3. This is crazy, man. He got shot in his leg 3 hours. And that shit was 3 hours apart from Benny getting shot in Houston. So my big thing is, what the fuck, man? You know what I mean? Like, our stars, our people can't be safe out here in these streets. I just want to know, when it comes to this hip-hop shit, why only in our community, or hip-hop, our music, our genre, the arts, why only in our community do we have to be scared of our own people? I never hear rock and roll artists got to be worried about getting shot in the hood or at a show afterward or whatever. I don't never hear about R&B artists too much. Don't hear about country singers. Don't hear about popular music. Don't hear about classical. Don't hear about merengue. Don't hear about Polish music. Don't hear about any type of other genre of music that is always violence, and we lose our artists over violent things. Why only in our community do we have to be scared of our own people, man? Rappers are poets. They're artists. Just like somebody that's drawing, somebody makes something out of clay, right? They're artists. A producer, music producer, a creative. You know what I mean? They're creative, like me. Podcast host, you know what I'm saying? Listen, I don't know of any other genre and artist that have to worry about getting jacked going to fucking Walmart, yo. Now, if you say, well, Benny and them shouldn't have had their jury on, okay. And we don't care about your rapping shit. You fool, we gonna eat. I get that. Or a disagreement ends up being fatal at the club, we just gonna fight. We gonna fight. But somebody gotta get out blasting with the King Von. Like, man, it's so scary out here, man. I was listening to Joe Budden and them talking about how it might be worse than back in the 90s. It might be. Because you don't know who you're dealing with no more. You don't know where they at, right? You don't know what they gonna do. So, yeah, this is not just for the entertainers with the drip and all that, with all this money and all that flashing. Anybody that's looking like they was doing good, do something. Dude, chill out. I was telling my son this summer, like, man, try not to look like you got some paper right now. You know what I'm saying? Try not to look like, damn, man, not try to take care of yourself. Don't groom yourself. Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't be wearing nothing out and about because everybody looking for a lick. Everybody's a lick. Everybody looking like a mark. I was telling my youngest son, don't be a mark out here. I don't want him to be a mark. You know what I mean? You never know what people are plotting and how they plotting against you, and keep your fucking mouth closed. You know what I mean? Try to tell them, y'all. I know rappers talk about that. Some people say they promote it. Some people say you prophesize it in your music and then it come in and come into existence. I get all of that too, but man, I don't think I'm just floored by all these brothers that's losing their life over this rap shit, man. Like, and I know they talk about it in their videos and all that, and we done went through all the Pac shit and all that, and the Biggie shit and all that. I'm just tired of it, man. I just really wish we can figure out a way for our music, our young people, to not die over silly shit in the hood. I wish we had de-escalation methods that taught us not to always go grab that gun, sometimes take that ass whooping. If you're scared to fight, maybe you shouldn't do shit to get into a fight. And I know sometimes people come and attack you, but you don't feel like you want to have to fight. Well, sometimes you talk that shit out. Like, man, I don't know why you want to fight me. I ain't did shit to you. Actually, you did something to me and you still want to fight me. You know what I mean? And I know sometimes you can't talk with somebody and you got to let that thing go. I know that as well. So I'm saying, if you conceal carry, conceal carry. Take care of your loved ones, make sure they straight, and keep that neck turning, man, because it's hard out here, and I don't want to lose nobody else. We already losing people to COVID. You know what I mean? I don't want to lead nobody else to anything else because it's just dumb right now. People are hurting, and I understand. But come on, y'all. All right, let's get into some more life. Let's talk about life. It's that time of the year. Usually we'll be having this happening in the July. NBA trade moratorium is over, y'all. So starting Monday, them shots got the fire. So yes, finally, man, for the Bucks. We got to talk about the home team. The Bucks received Drew Holiday for Bledsoe, Eric Bledsoe, George Hill, and 3 first-rounders and 2 pick swaps. Now, I was a Bledsoe fan because he did his thing. It's just in the playoffs he never showed. And I'm like, man, we can't have that. We can't have you having 2 points, 3 points in the first half and end up with 17. Like, no, we need you to be consistent throughout the time. So I don't know if it's pressure, but, you know, and peace out to George Hill. He a real one too. But Drew Holiday, I like Drew Holiday. Even though the numbers might match up equally, I just like Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday is a threat. You listen to all the Smoke podcasts, everybody talking about who they should have on there, Drew Holiday. Who's one of the most feared players in the league, Drew Holiday. Like, people don't want to see him. All right. Not happy to see Hill go, though. Due to the fact we have no backup point guard and we need to not let Giannis bring up the ball so much. So I guess Middleton will have to shoulder the load. And, of course, we got some free agency, somebody that's going to be reputable to come off that bench and be that backup point guard. Then we had a signing trade with Sacktown for Bogdanovich and Justin James for shooting. Sack gets my boy Dante, man. I'm salty Dante gone, man. DiVincenzo, I really liked him. I liked the draft, and I really liked what he was going to bring to the thing, man. And I already know it's about production. Ilyasova, who he'll be back. He always find his way back to Milwaukee, man, and DJ Wilson. It's all good. Bogdan got all types of shit to his game. He's going to take the load. He can bring the ball up too. So he's going to take the load off of Giannis too. And now you bring that shit on Giannis. Y'all trying to crowd that shit. We got multiple shooters. We got Bogdanovich. We got Middleton. And we got Holiday that he can kick that shit out too when he penetrate. Because he get a lot of fouls on not being able to kick that shit out to people. He ain't trusting that J. He don't trust his own J. So it's all good. Now we just got to produce on the court, get Giannis on the block, and pick and roll more. Get creative with our offensive sets. Coach Bud, it's on you now. They're going to look at you next like you ain't getting it done. So we got to make sure you get it done, Coach Bud. Just run some different sets. Get Giannis mid-high post. You know what I'm saying? Run some misdirection. Get some picks set weak side. Let Giannis see there and see the whole floor and be able to pump fake and swing it the other way. Just a little simple basketball. Giannis, just wait a second. You know what I'm saying? Just see what happens. If you got him doing all that. But yeah, I'm with it. I know Bud can do it. He got to do it, but it seemed like he frees up in the playoffs too. Let's go back to Jrue Holiday, though. $25 million this season, $26 million player option next season. He's going to pick that shit up. It gives Giannis flexibility, though. They want Giannis to sign that match. Giannis going to sign that deal. He's not walking away. He's not walking away from that. Like, unless it's just a great situation. I don't know. Jrue, best defender in the league for guards, right? He's a great two-way player. Bogdanovich is one of the better shooters in the league. So we got Holiday, Middleton, Bogdanovich, Giannis, Lopez. On paper, are legit. Now, they're the best in the East. We don't know about that. We just got to see what's going on with Brooklyn. But what I'm saying is that I'm fucking with them. I'm fucking with them all day. So, go Bucks, go. All right. Fear dear. The Lakers. Dennis Schroeder from OKC for Danny Green. Winner, LA. Why? Because Rondo got a big payday. Rondo got to go get that bag. If it's Atlanta that want to give him that bag, he got to go get it. He got to go get his money, man. This might be his last major huge payday. He got to go get it because he earned that shit. Even though I want Rondo to stay like him on, I love Rondo. I always love Rondo. So KCP opted out. We got Avery Bradley possibly gonna opt out as well. KCP earned some more paper too. It's gonna be hard. I hope we can bring Rondo back though, man. Bring Schroeder off the bench. Schroeder was what was he? He was the runner-up sixth man of the year. So man, I'm fucking with Schroeder. Schroeder, he gonna be all right for the Lakers show. So we gonna see. Then CP3 to the Suns with Nader for Kelly Oubre, Ricky Rubio, Jerome, and Lakay, and a 22 first-round pick. Now the winner of this one is the Suns. Why? Keeps Booker happy. Gives Coach Monty Williams a floor general. Gets a little pressure off of owner Sarver, who has an unfavorable reputation in that area. A light bulb has turned on in his head, right? Let me spend his bread. Let me do the right thing. You know, I was reading something they were saying, I think ESPN is saying he might hold off until Sunday to finalize the trade, to use all his cap space in the draft and sign others, then go into the luxury tracks. I like it. I go on the luxury tax. I like it because now he's ready to spend that bread. That's all the players want you to do. If you got the money, spend it. Don't talk about what you don't have. Look at what's going on in Houston right now. They spent the money, though it didn't work out. So it can go both ways, right? I like it, though. And that the Valley, Phoenix, whatever jersey that shit is, that black with the Valley with the man with like I don't know what tribe it is, but just the block style. Hot man, stop it. I got to get one of those. I got to get the t-shirt with St. Paul with 3 on the back. I got to get one of those right away. OKC Thunder, they got as many as 17 future first-round picks from 2020 to 2026. That's a lot, but what they getting for that, though? That's it. All right, moving on. AD declined his $28.7 million player option. No doubt, he can make more money by doing this and lock up more years. Duh, it's his turn to get the Supermax. Brown is in the final year with the player option next season. I see AD signing the 2+1 in alignment with Brown. You know what I'm saying? So then he'll be the 2-2. You know, once he get to 2022, he will be in the league for 10 years for that extra money. You know what I mean? He get the extra simple Supermax. So of course he was supposed to do that. Now, the biggest news of the week so far, that James Harden, man, I hate when people when I'm recording, man. Come on, this FaceTime, I need to turn this shit off. Report Harden is intrigued about joining BK, Brooklyn Nets, to join Durant and Kyrie. He turned down a 2-year reported $103 million extension, which is, man, I wish I could turn down $103 million, right? On top of his 3 years and $133 million left on this deal. Damn. All right. Could it work? I'm not going to be the hater and say no, but yes. I will say yes, and I will put it on the same people that people are saying it won't work, Kyrie, because I hope Kyrie shut up the haters and not be the reason why it won't work. I want it to not work because Harden or KD. I don't want it to be for Kyrie. I'm tired of his image being torn. I know he said some things or whatever, but some people just misunderstood. I hope Kyrie will be the one to make it work. I just can't wait if it happens. Everybody's saying it ain't gonna happen. It ain't enough ball, but it can happen. Somebody has to sacrifice. And I'm sorry, Kyrie could be the glue to make that shit sacrifice, though. He could stretch that glue to make it work. Another reason it could not work, though, is first-year head coach. And you have to give up Dinwiddie, LeVert, and Allen. That's a whole lot going on. You got Harden, KD, and motherfucking Kyrie. You got Steve Nash as the head coach. You got Rick Adelman, who was James Harden. Not Rick Adelman. Mike D'Antoni, who was James Harden coach in Houston, now is Steve Nash's assistant coach. You know the offense is going to be that Houston isolation or that, and then mixed with that Phoenix 7 seconds or less type shit. We're going to see. But that could not work, the isolation ball like that. I don't think that's going to work. But you give up your depth. That's why I say it wouldn't work. So the Nets have a great package to send Houston to keep them competitive in the West, though. But Philadelphia's on the clock for this. That's what I'm saying. I don't know about this Harden to Brooklyn. Simmons for Harden does not sound too bad. Now, wait, see what happened. Yo, we're going to see if Embiid and Simmons. We're going to see if Doc Rivers can get them cracking. And if Simmons and Embiid can't fuck with the big three of BK, no reason to play against that. If that happens, like if Harden gone, we already know. Because I don't think Simmons and Harden can fuck with the big three of the BK. But if Simmons and Harden if Simmons and Embiid can't work right now, then we can move Harden to Philly for Simmons or Embiid and say, whatever, we're going to rock and roll that way. Harden is due $41.2 million this year. But how about this? If you do Harden for Irving and Dinwiddie, if y'all say, you know what, we want James Harden more than we want Kyrie Irving. So Harden make $41.2 million this year, Irving make $33.3, and Dinwiddie make $11.4. So you got the $44.8 million. That's plus $3.5 million cap impact for Houston, and puts them $4.5 million over the tax line. Brooklyn would put them $5.3 million over the tax line. Without other trades as of this time and who they cut and selling picks and all that. So we got to look at that as that might be an option. If they say, we'll give you Harden, but we want Kyrie, which I wouldn't do it without Kyrie personally coming back. So does that make BK better though? I don't know. I know one thing though. Steven Silas deserves better. Man, when the brother get the job, finally get his head coach job, and all shit go to hell, I don't like that. No, then the Rockets traded Covington to Portland for a reason. The first and second pick, they're trying to bring James Harden guy back, who was his homie, to the team. But I don't like how Steven Silas is just out here bad. You know what I mean? Like, man, y'all doing this to me. You know what I'm saying? Lord have mercy. All right, moving on. Finally, let's talk about this NBA draft that's tonight, man. I can't wait for that joint right there. First 5 picks, type shit. But all right, here's my top 5. Minnesota. I think they got to go Anthony Edwards. Is the best fit for him and is the best fit for the team. If his game models D-Wade, like everybody say this is, then this is what the Wolves need, somebody like D-Wade. They got D-Lo. They got big my big man, Karl Anthony Towns. So we got the bigs. Let's get us another wing guard that can go ham. Let's do it. Because we wouldn't have had to trade the Maple Jordan for D-Lo. You know what I mean? So let's hopefully they make the right move with this pick. Number 2. Now here's the tricky thing. First, Golden State. I had James Wiseman for the rim running shit. He can play. He developed his jump shot. They got 5 years with him. See if they can develop that post player. But do they really have 5 years to develop a post player? Or they can just go get one on the open market. That's what I want to know. So that's what I said at first. But then talking to J.I., shout out J.I., Melo Ball makes sense here. For a little bit here. Here's the thing. He's the best passer in the draft. The boy like 6'7", 6'8" right now. So you throw him with Clay and Steph in the backcourt, he can really shine in a system, passing the ball, moving, cutting, all that. This would be the time to try to pair the brothers up. If you're going to go try to grab Lonzo somewhere, just make it a brigade of this type of action again, where you got these cats coming off the bench and doing all this other stuff. And I get it, but we can go buy somebody like we can go sign somebody like James Wiseman out of free agents. We can go say, JaVale, get out of your player option, come back. Dwight Howard, come on with it. Serge Ibaka, come on. We can go get some cats instead of spending that $2. But we can get another guard. Even though we know Draymond like to bring up the rock and facilitate the offense, let Melo do that. You know what I mean? If he's the best passer in the draft, and he can get them passes off to Steph and Clay and Draymond, and man, come on, man. And what's my guy's name? Andrew Wiggins, Maple Jordan. If we can get Maple Jordan the ball, why not? So that's what I'm saying. Number 3, Charlotte. You got to go to James Wiseman in. He can be great early. They trade for Westbrook. They need to shore up that middle. So if Charlotte can trade for Westbrook, excuse me, that'll be great for James Wiseman. Then for Chicago, for some reason I got Killian Hayes in me because he's an overseas guy. Chicago likes to grab some overseas cats sometime. For a point in time, he was the number 1 prospect in the Ringer. Then they can trade Zach LaVine. You know, he's an international player, played in leagues, so he's possibly NBA ready. I just see them going there. Or the cap Denny Avdija as a wing could possibly work for a better pick for them. I have Cleveland in the number 5 pick taking Obi Toppin. Ohio, he can bring life to the area and give them another highlight film player. You know, he's a high flyer. He can work on his shit, got to work on his D. I just think that'd be a good move for them going with him. Dark horse for Cleveland is Tyree Halliburton out of Iowa State. They're saying he's one of the best. He can be the league best. No, he can be the what word am I looking for? He can be the like most NBA ready player as well. So we'll see. So yeah, that's my top 5, y'all, for my NBA draft preview tonight. I'll be watching that joint tonight. All right, jump into it. Confidence in the Klutch NFL top 5 week 11 power rankings. Let's do it. I have number 5, with honorable mention, I got the Titans 6-3, second in the NFC South. They have the Ravens. I got the Colts 6-3, first in AFC South versus the Packers. Seahawks 6-3, third in NFC West this week versus the Cardinals. Let's do it. Number 5, Saints 7-2, first in NFC South, beat the 49ers 27-13. This week they have the Falcons. The Drew Brees injury is crucial. I hope this is not the last of Drew Brees, but it could be. Jameis, you on the clock? Let's go ahead and reintroduce yourself to the league. What you've learned. You said you had a LASIK surgery. Let's go get it. Number 4, the Bills, 7-3, first in the AFC East, lost to the Cardinals 32-30. They're on the bye this week. Hey, the Bills look good. It was just a hell of a throw and a hell of a catch. They win that game. We have a different conversation about the Bills, right? Number 3, the Packers, 7-2, first in NFC North, beat the Jaguars 24-20. This week they're at the Colts. This is going to be a good game. It's going to be a late game, 3:30, 3:20 game. Indianapolis defense is great, and we're going to see how the Packers play. We're going to see if we're getting receivers back, see what A-Rod going to do in that dome. Number 2, I had to do with the Steelers, 9-0, first in the AFC North, beat the Bengals 36-10, the only undefeated team in the league still. This week that's the Jaguars. I look Steelers to steamroll them. Steelers are playing like a well-oiled machine, but I can't put them at number 1 because in order to be the best, you got to beat the best. And the Chiefs is 8-1, first in the AFC West. They have a bye this week coming up. Last week they had a bye. This week they at the Raiders. This game, Sunday Night Football. I'm watching that game. I want to see what it do, man. 5 Saints, 4 Bills, 3 Packers, 2 Steelers, 1 Chiefs, y'all. You already know. That's it. Thank you for joining me. The Confidence in the Klutch podcast. Get your confidence together. Get your clutch together. Support your own. Listen to the network on various platforms. ConfidenceInTheClutch.podbean.com, Apple, Google, Spotify, YouTube. Search Confidence in the Klutch. Subscribe, share, rate, and review. It's important. Visit us on Facebook at Confidence in the Klutch. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram at KITK. Have a safe and healthy night and a great, productive rest of your day. Peace out, y'all. Stay safe. Strap up, man. Keep your neck on swivel. Don't fall for the okie doke, yo. Watch who you let in your house. Watch who you talk to. Watch who you sharing information with, man. Protect your children, man. Protect your woman. Protect your parents, man. Do what you got to do. Stay 10 toes down. Prayer changes perception. Make sure you fixing on yourself and learning something new, man. Peace. Confidence on 3, in the clutch on 6. 1, 2, 3.
Confidence.
4, 5, 6.
In the clutch.